What's going on, everybody, man? You back in the lab with King David and Abel, man. We gonna be talking about who's going to the Super Bowl and why. And it been a great Sunday, man. That New England Denver game was went down to the wire, man. And we had talked about that why we thought Denver Denver might come to an end because of Bo Nix out. But now we got, as you can see, we got the LA Rams and Seattle Seahawks game on the screen going back and forth, man. So it's gonna be a good one. And we were talking about Super Bowl bound, man. What's going on, King David?
So, hey, bro.
Hey, man, college football season over. I told you I was only wearing my two chains during the season. Once the season over, the two chains drop. Back to April now. You know what I mean?
Two big ass chains.
Two big ass chains. You know what I mean? Two big ass chains. But it is what it is, man. Now we got the NFL, man, for a few more weeks, man. I was watching this game early, man. The game that we got on the screen. Seattle and the Rams, man. Seattle kind of jumped on the boards for a minute. I thought Seattle was going to run away with it, be honest with you, but the Rams clawed themselves back in it, man, easily. And then the Rams took the lead for a minute, then Seattle clawed back in. So it been a give and go game all since the time I've been watching this thing, man. What's your perspective on this particular game here?
Yeah, well, it's a division rivalry, so that tends to happen with in a division rivalry. You used to playing each other, you used to seeing each other, and you know each other's schemes. So it's just about who wants it more, really, in those games. Because really nothing new that you showing that your opponent. Like I said, y'all familiar with each other. So, but yeah, it's
Exactly.
just been good games, a good game, well played game. Both teams looks like they should be here. To at least two of the best teams in the NFL. So
Mm-hmm.
it really just looked like a good, well played game at this point. I originally picked Seattle, so we'll see if it plays out that way.
Yeah.
Seattle and New England in the Super Bowl. That's my original picks. But so we'll see if that happens. But right now, man, it's a good game and look like a very good one to watch as well.
Oh, it is, man. Good one to watch, man. Like I said, I got it on my television here, so I'm watching. So you might see, might see my eyes kind of going that way. And then I got the screen here where we got 3120 up over here. I'm gonna be scrolling here, so we got a lot going on, man. But I'm gonna tell you something. What is surprising? Matthew Stafford has been in the league as long as he had been in the league. He's still balling, bro. He's still balling. I thought by now he would be on the down slope, and I'm sure he have his games and days where he are. I don't follow the Rams as much as I'm gonna follow the Falcons, but when the playoff hit, I'm following all the teams in the playoffs, and I can say Matthew Stafford, who's a UGA guy, you know what I mean? He's still doing his thing, man.
Yeah, and I think it's the system. I think if Matthew Stafford was still in Detroit, he'd probably be on the downhill or maybe even retired at this point. But I think in that Sean McVay system, that quarterback friendly system, where he's back to having fun, back to slinging the ball around, hitting Puka Nakua, hitting Tutu Atwell, hitting some of them
Mhm.
guys like that, man, and he's back just having fun. So yeah, I believe it's that system that really works for him.
And he ain't taking many hits. One thing about it, he's not taking many hits doing it in this system here. Now, their run game, to me, their run game is a little sluggish. I was watching their run game. They remind me of damn Mike Bobo. All the passing, bro. Just the passing is ridiculous. But I guess they run enough to keep the defense honest. But today I'm looking at my man Corum. He ain't got my 8 carries. So I'm not for sure they're gonna be enough to get them past Seattle right now, since Seattle is leading by 4, 31-27.
Yeah, you always want to run, but I guess you play to your strength. You got, like I say, Matthew Stafford, one of the better quarterbacks in the league. You got Puka Nakua, one of the better wide receivers in the league. You're gonna try to play to your strength. I don't think Adams is Adams playing today. I don't recall seeing
Yeah, he
him.
was playing. He had a
Okay,
nice catch earlier.
okay.
He had a nice catch.
So yeah, you play to your strength, but yeah, you want to have a better run game, but I guess you can't have everything
Hmm.
at all times. So, but yeah, maybe they do it just enough to keep Seattle honest and not be able to just play pass coverage defense. And but right now it's
Hmm.
working for them, so they in the game. What they doing?
What they are, you know what I mean? They really are, and but You know what I mean? I am, and another thing, man, when I was looking at this particular game here, I was looking at the stats with Sam Darnold, man. Sam Darnold being drafted by the Jets a few years back, and then passed around. I thought he was going to be a gentleman because after that, I think he went to Carolina, then he was in the Vikings for a little bit, and now he's in another quarterback friendly system up there with Clint Kubiak. And Sam Darnold seems like he has revitalized his career.
Yeah, definitely quarterback friendly system. Which we revitalized it in Minnesota with Kevin O'Connell system. So yeah, that really got him back on track. In Seattle, it's the same system. So yeah, those systems, man, matters. Coaching matters in a lot of these situations for these quarterbacks. All we know, they all are talented. You don't get to the NFL if you're not talented.
That's
So
true.
we know they're talented. They just be put in bad situations. You can name many quarterbacks like, man, this guy had plenty of talent, i.e., Justin Fields. Never kind of developed in the right system, I believe. But yeah, so right system, man. Guy in the right system right now that fits his skill set, I believe.
That's true. It is. It does. Like you just said, Justin Fields was the prime example, man. And go back to this game. And Justin Fields was a prime example because he was in Chicago for 4 years, and then he went to the Jets, and he it just ain't working out for him. And now I think I saw some article on ESPN say, "Where's the next landing spot for Justin Fields?" But you never know. The next landing spot could revitalize his career, just like we talking about Sam Darnold, just like we talking about Baker Mayfield. You know what I mean? So if he can go to a quarterback friendly system that he can get a shot because he got to go to a place where he can get a shot for his arm. We do know Justin Fields got a big arm, but he now this stage of his career, he got to really focus on that arm and stop trying to run as much and stop trying to make plays and let the plays come to him.
Yeah, definitely the fundamentals for him. Like I said, accuracy, footwork. Yeah, the fundamentals, reading the defense. So yeah, it's fundamentals for him. But yeah, system definitely matters. But yes, it's an uphill battle. Getting off topic, it's an uphill battle for him at this point in his career.
Yeah, exactly. So, man, but hey, I'm gonna tell you, man. When I was watching that game earlier with the Patriots and the Broncos, man, much as I'm tired of seeing New England in the damn Super, I'm tired of seeing New England in the Super Bowl, bro. Vrabel, Drake May, that team is playing, man. They went in Denver and beat a Sean Payton Denver team, even though they didn't have their quarterback Bo Nix. But if you look at it, your boy Stidham, he had them boys on the plus side of the field a lot. They just couldn't turnovers and all kind of crazy stuff that was happening to them. But hats off to New England. Much as I'm tired of seeing these cats in the Super Bowl, they back there again, bro.
Oh yeah. Hats off to him. Vrabel done an excellent job. Being his first year, back in a place he's familiar with, revitalized much of that team, man. He really flipped a lot of that team. But I do believe if Bo Nix was there with Sean Payton in that Denver probably would have pulled it off. I think it's just so difficult, man, when you got a backup quarterback coming in at this point of the playoff. You got like a week turnaround, and you trying to put in all this, things that fits him, the system that fits him, and trying to make it easier throws for him, man, is really tough. When the guy hadn't threw a pass in 2 years, I believe. So
It's been a minute since he threw it.
man, it's really tough. That's why I really picked New England. But I think if Bo Nix would have been there, I believe Denver would have won that game. Just because Bo's been more prime, he been playing all year. Probably used his legs a little bit more as well because that weather took a turn for the worse.
It did.
Where it just basically turned to a running game at the end and killing clock.
It really did, man. Because they showed during the game, they showed like the time lapse or something in the game. First quarter, second quarter, third quarter, and the third quarter, and then five. It was still pretty much green in third quarter, and then like 5 to 6 minutes in, the field was pretty much white, bro. It took that snow. That snow came in Denver, man, Colorado, and it changed the field. Now Denver should be used to playing on that type of weather, but New England playing that every year. Every year, year after year. Not saying Denver don't either, but I'm talking about, man, it's cold, it's wet, it's just the weather is terrible in New England, man, during football season. So I think New England was probably more prime for that weather over Denver, to be honest with you. And not saying that Denver wouldn't have wanted Bo Nix was there, because I definitely agree with you. If Bo Nix was there, I think the game might have swayed in Denver's way, because he had played 16 games. He had been ready. He had been primed. He know the system. He familiar with it because he's doing the system week in and week out. But when you put a new quarterback in there like Stidham in the weather, even though Stidham played well in the game, I think the game was, what was the game? The game was like 10-7, so it wasn't a blowout. Right. But at the same time, man, I think New England just at the end, man, once they got the turnover, the interception, they just ran the clock out.
Yeah, but again, that's what it came down to. Nobody wanted to really pass in that weather, man. The wind was swirling, blowing. That was just terrible passing weather. So you really had to depend on the running game, and New England seems to be better at it at the end. I guess they had the lead. I believe they had the lead at times. It was just basically say we're going to run 3 times, punt the ball. So, and with Denver being behind, you're like, we got to at least try to pass, and that's what happened. And it became a turnover.
Yeah, it did become a turnover. And that sealed him. You could tell the disappointing Sean Payton, man. You know what I mean? He ain't the Sean Payton. I mean, he is still Sean Payton. It's aggressive play calling and whatever. But you can say he got a lot older. I'm so glad the cat ain't with the Saints no more, because he used to kill us at the Falcons, man. I hated Sean Payton. I hated him and Drew Brees. You know, I don't like a lot of people, but I hate them guys.
For the passion.
For the passion. You know what I mean? But no, man, but it was a good game. Then it got bored because it had to be a defensive game because of the weather. So it was a slow running game. So I understood it. So pretty much it came down to who was going to make the first mistake. I mean, who was going to make that final mistake that's that straw to break the camel back. And Denver did. Unfortunately, Denver did.
Yeah, and they have a choice. They're behind. So you had to at least try to throw the ball at that point. You was behind.
Exactly. Exactly, man. So let's see refreshes. Like somebody might have gotten the end zone in this particular game here. Let's see what we got here. No, they ain't in there yet. They ain't in there. I just saw my television and then I saw that. So I was trying to see what's going on. But yeah, 31-21, man. Right now, okay, look like these boys.
So we know New England is there. We know one of these two teams there. Who you like? New England versus any one of these teams, or what you?
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I like the Rams. So let me say I like the Rams because Matthew Stafford is a UGA guy, but I like Seattle in the Patriots one more time since Pete Carroll made that dumb call and was trying to appease Russell Wilson. He threw the ball and my man got an interception. I will see that one more time, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I will be pulling for Seattle if Seattle in the Patriots got in there. But I know I'm gonna have some fans be like, "Come on, man, what about the Patriots? Whatever." But I just like the underdog, man. The Patriots done won 7 or 8. So they don't want to have them in the Super Bowl, bro. They won a lot of damn Super Bowl. I'm just tired of seeing them, bro.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I will probably pull for Seattle too. And I like Vrabel. Not really a Patriot fan. I like Vrabel as a coach. Yeah, I was probably pulling for Seattle, the young coach and McDonald, and Sam Darnold revitalizing his career, man. So I kind of like that, man. So yeah, I was probably pulling for Seattle as well.
So we'll see. That's why I say
if the Rams get there, I'll be pulling for the Rams.
No, the Rams. If the Rams get there, I'll be pulling for the Rams too. You know what I mean? I'll be pulling for whoever coming out of the NFC. Let me say that. You know what I mean? So it'll either be the Rams if they come back and win this game with 8:16 left, or is it if Seattle continue to run away with this game? You know what I mean? With the time left. So I am so with you on that. So that's no slight against Mike Vrabel or Drake May or whatever. I just think the Patriots done won so much, bro. You know what I mean? I'm just tired of seeing these guys, bro.
But their future is probably very bright in New England. If you're a Patriot fan, Vrabel first year, Drake May what, second, third year.
I think it's
Um,
his third.
so the
Yeah.
future is bright if you a New England fan. If it don't happen for them this year, their future is bright.
Yeah, and let me tell you, man. My New England fans, we because we got fans all over, man. With unnecessary rough thing. We appreciate y'all support. We do appreciate y'all support. But I'm that young man, Mike Vrabel. Let's see, I'm not Vrabel. Let's see here, Vrabel and Drake May. I was shocked to see what Drake May is able to do right now. I'm being honest with you. The kid was out of what I think it was North Carolina. He came
Carolina,
out
yeah,
of North
Carolina.
Carolina.
He's talented.
He was talented then, but North Carolina don't play the skill
Yeah,
set. They don't play the level of competition that's either the SEC or the Big Ten. You know what I mean? But for him to come in and I'm not trying to go into college, but with the level of competition coming out of North Carolina, man, he did his thing, and now he went up to New England, and he's looking good, man.
yeah.
He's really looking good.
And again, what we've been talking about all show so far, bro, a good
System,
system. Yeah,
good
he
system.
with my man Josh McDaniel, which
Yeah,
we know Josh is a great offensive coordinator, not
great offensive
necessarily
coordinator.
a great head coach, but he's a
Terrible
great
head coach.
coordinator.
Oh my goodness, terrible head coach, bro. Especially when he was in Denver, bro. Terrible head coach, but he had that's the kid who
Other
drafted Tim
places,
Tebow.
Raiders too. I think he went to Oakland
I think
Raiders.
he went to Raiders one
Yeah,
time. Yeah, he
yeah,
done had his shot, and he went back. And you notice every time he lose a job or get fired, Josh McDaniels go back home. He going back to where he come from with up in New England as the offensive coordinator. But he's really good. He's really
yeah,
talented offensive
yeah.
coordinator. So I'm not. I have no knock on Josh McDaniels.
Yeah. So hey, some guys, girls or whatever, just better coordinators than head coaches.
Exactly. So yeah, man. So, but you know what I mean. So my thing is, like I say, I'm trying to see it's 5:48, 5 left, and look like you boy about to score, man. Look like the Rams about to punch this thing in. Look like they about to punch this thing in. So we gonna see. But my thing is the NFL. Matthew Stafford, Sean McVay, who's been a great head coach for the last 9 years. Some reason, and some people just got it, bro. Look, he's been a head coach. He was the youngest head coach when he went to the Rams.
Mhm.
He had put a staff around him year after year, even though his staff has continually to leave him. He still put a staff around him. He's still always in the hunt. And now he had some years where he was down. You know what I mean? But the Rams, man, they pretty much they done won a Super Bowl. They lost one to the Belichick, but now they back. They back in the NFC Conference Championship. These cats, that coach, keep that team. He keep them humming, bro. So I have to take my hats off to something there.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Something like I say, some just got it, man. And it look like the guy he's playing against today might be one of them guys as well with Mike McDonald
Mm-hmm.
that might just have it, man. His team has played really hard so far. And he make decisions. Like I say, last year he had Ron Grubbs against his OC. It didn't work out. He immediately cut bait and brought in another guy that get the job done. So it looked like he might be one of them guys that just have it as well. But we'll see. Time will tell when it comes to him. But yeah, Sean McVay is one of them guys that was just special as a head coach.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Sean, definitely. So, we talked about that, but now I want to get the last probably 10 minutes of the show, man. I want to talk about can our coach, because a lot of people is not happy here in Atlanta with the Kevin Stefanski hire. And you have gave your opinion on it. And you said, hey, let's give him a shot pretty much. And, you like his offense. You think he's, got the offense. I think for me, you talking, that's what I picked up. But, hey, I don't want to put words in your mouth. But as talking to the fans here in Atlanta, a lot of people's not happy with Stefanski. And a lot of people's talking about let's boycott the game. Let's not re-sign the season tickets. But what people don't understand about season tickets, when you're a season ticket holder, you don't sign year to year. You sign 2 to 3 years. You know what I mean? Contracts. You know what I mean? So if you just bought your season tickets, especially like with the Hawks, they lock you in for 3 years. You know what I mean? So you gonna pay that money 3 years no matter what. So a lot of people, unfortunately, probably won't be able to boycott the games unless they sell the tickets. But with Kevin Stefanski, he was a two-time coach of the year. And a lot of people looking at his baggage, and they looking at it like, I don't want that cat here because how he did Shador. We are a predominantly black city. And me personally, I just want to win. I just want to win. I don't care if they bring in Humpty Dumpty. I'm being honest with you, King David, but does that whole weight with the fans, with being Matt Ryan's first, pretty much first decision he ever made as a president of operation.
Um, like I say, time gonna tell. Yeah, I believe if Stefanski come here and start winning, all probably gonna be forgotten. Um, no, we can't be too emotional and like, yeah, just kind of off the bandwagon. If you're a true Falcon fan, you're gonna be like, look, man, I'm gonna at least get a guy a shot. And see what he got. I think he's probably a solid head coach. I didn't watch a lot of Cleveland. I just know a lot of reports coming out about him that he's a really good guy, really stand up guy. A lot of reports came out that he was really working with Shador and Gabriel behind the scenes.
Okay.
The stuff we didn't see, a lot of stuff came out that he created a program for minority coaches in Cleveland, offensive coordinators to kind of start their career in Cleveland for minorities.
Okay.
So a lot of stuff coming out about him that seems to be very positive around him, and not that he sabotaged Shador. There's a lot of reports like he was trying to work with him, and it's beneficial for him to try to get them guys on point. But I know the options look like we even talked about this show. Like, yeah, them options don't look good.
Yeah, it don't look good,
but but time will tell. Like I said, them just reports from reporters and people up in Cleveland speaking on it. But time will tell. I'm willing to get a guy a shot, man. He's here now. Um, he's an offensive minded guy. He run that system, that outside zone system. So we know we got the talent to run that system. So I'm looking forward to what he can do. Hopefully, he can't do worse than what we had here.
yeah. So we see how things transpired this week here, man. Zach Robinson, our old OC, went down to Tampa. You know what I mean? Now he's the OC for Tampa Bay Buccaneers, so we're gonna see Zach Robinson twice a year. You know what I mean? Hopefully he wouldn't. Hopefully it wasn't a team and then Zach come and put 50 on us. Let's just say that. You know what I mean? So I don't know about that. Then Baker Mayfield put out a text where he had a little poison, a little venom against Kevin Stefanski. So that might turn into a true rival between the Bucks and the Falcons.
It's gonna be interesting. That's gonna be interesting, I think. And we'll see, man, if Zach is good or bad as we think. I thought he was. So we'll see. He do got a veteran quarterback in Baker, and evidently, Zach's system fit Baker. Otherwise, you probably shouldn't hire him. But yeah, we'll see, man. Baker, really good quarterback. So we'll see if he can make Zach look good, or Zach can make Baker look better. But yeah, hopefully he'll come in, like you say, put up a 50 burger against us,
Put up
man.
no points on us,
That's
bro.
gonna be horrible, bro. That's gonna be horrible.
That'd be horrible, bro. OC went a couple hours down the road and come back and bust our butts, bro. That'd be terrible, bro. But you know, Baker gonna be trying to beat Kevin Stefanski, bro, because of he said Kevin Stefanski cut him or released him in Cleveland. You know what I mean? When he first got there, I traded him. He didn't like that man, so and then he never gave him a text and all this stuff. So we're gonna see how that play out. Also, I want to get to the point where the Falcons bring a winning culture in here. Let's bring a winning culture in here that's sustainable. That is not let's win 2 years and then we lose 8 years. You know what I mean? Let's bring a winning culture that can last for 8 years, and then we might have 2 down years, but let's bring that thing back, man. there's no way we should be losing to teams this year like we lost to Jets, to Dolphins, even to the Panthers. We can say what we want to say, but being the Panthers put a 30 burger on us, 30-0, shut out. That was embarrassing. That game right there alone should have got Raheem fired. You know what I mean? With the 30 burger. So I hopefully Matt know what he's doing, being a I'm gonna call him a future Hall of Fame because I think he got the numbers to be a future Hall of Fame quarterback. So hopefully Matt know what he's doing and know the system and know the players that he have here to be able to bring in a coach. Now I'm not heavy on Tommy Reese. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not heavy on Tommy Reese. I just don't believe in his play calling. He been pretty much trash. And I know some people gonna be like, well, it could have been the players, it could have been the team, it could have been whatever. I just ain't happy about. I don't believe in Tommy Reese, but hopefully Matt is allowed Kevin Stefanski to bring in players that will allow Bijan, Drake, and Kyle if we keep him. Kirk, if we keep him for another year, who knows? I don't know how that's gonna go. I saw him today on during the Denver game, doing the broadcaster. Hopefully they know what they're doing to get this shit turned around.
Yeah, hopefully. I'm with you. I'm not sold on Reese, and we, of course, we SEC fans, we Georgia fans. We seen what Reese did in Alabama and how the Alabama fans want to run him out of town. And now we're like, he went to the NFL, and that's supposed to get better. And now he's with the Falcons, so it's like you couldn't even succeed in college, and now you want to. You're supposed to be good in the NFL. So yeah, I'm with you. I'm not sold on that. We have to see what he do. He's here now. He on Stefanski's staff, so we definitely have to see what he do. But yeah, I'm with you. I'm not sold on that. But yeah, hopefully we can bring a winning culture here as well. And I know Stefanski's record and Cleveland seemed like it was a dumpster fire, man. They had three coaches that turned them down.
Yeah.
That's has to say something about the organization. Turned them down and went on and got the head coaching job somewhere else. So a couple of them, or one of them at least so far, got a head coach job somewhere else, and the other ones is still interviewing. But so that has to say something about the organization for three coaches to turn them down. So when I look at that and be like, okay, maybe it wasn't all on Stefanski either. For three coaches to come in, interview with you, hear what you got to say, and be like, no, I'm out, man. I'm withdrawing my application for you
When it Mike,
guys.
when my man McDaniels withdrew his application, then he became OC for the Chargers.
He did, and he went and interviewed for Buffalo Bills after that. The Buffalo Bills wanted to interview him for head coach job, and he's like, "Yeah, he'll go interview for that."
Yeah,
The guy from Jesse Mentor, that Buffalo, not Buffalo, that Baltimore Ravens hired, he did the same thing. He withdrew his application from
yeah,
Cleveland and got the job at Ravens and Chris Schuler maybe as
yep. I
well.
mean,
So three coaches be like, "Nah, man, I'm out." After they interview with
yeah.
Cleveland, so that has to say something about the organization. So, you know what I'm saying, maybe it wasn't all on Stefanski. Maybe it's just a bad organization, possibly. But but yeah. So hopefully he, like I say, he got some in him as a coach, and that he's in a new place, and hopefully a better situation with better players and um better ownership, hopefully, and give him what he needs to succeed. So hopefully that's the case.
Well, we know Arthur Blank don't mind opening up the purse string. He will open up the pocketbook to get this team what they need. I just think he's too nice of a guy. You know what I mean? He's a nice guy. And the people are like, why you mean he a nice guy? Because he don't mind firing people. Yeah, he will fire people, but I I want to see some energy, bro. I want to see some. Hey, you know what I mean? We
The
need to
man,
bring in
100,
this player,
Brew.
huh?
The man, 125 years old, man. He ain't got no
Yeah, yeah,
energy.
he old
He
as
ain't
hell,
got no
bro.
energy, bro. He's
Blank here old, bro.
125 years old.
Yeah, blank old, bro. That may be why he bought in Matty Ice, man. Hope Matt can be cold, bro. If you messing up, Matt, call your ass out, bro. You know what I mean? Hey, before we check out, man, do you think Buffalo firing Sean McDermott was a mistake?
Depends what they bring in. Like some been there a while and he never can really get over the hump. So at
He
a certain
couldn't.
point, you can be like, man, we just got to move on. So it depends on who they bring in. I know they was interviewing Philip Rivers. I don't know if that's no serious
Yeah,
about him,
that's
but yeah, I don't know about that one. But uh, you gotta bring in a coach, at least who you feel can get you over the hump. What Madon? What is his name? McDermott. McDermott, I think,
Yeah.
was a good coach. He just could never get him over there with the talent he had in Josh Allen and some of those teams. James Cook, he never could get over the hump. So sometimes it's just time, man. Both organizations, the ownership and that coach just need to part ways and get fresh starts.
Yeah, I'm with that, man. This been the longest 8 minutes, bro. I've been trying to. We've been watching the game since we started talking this. We started talking, bro, and now it was 8 minutes or something. Now it's down to 3 minutes 11. It's still 31-27, man. We about to end our show, man. So we might not even get to the end of this game to see who actually going to the Super Bowl. But right now, man, it seemed like Seattle's winning, so possibly Seattle go get there, but you just never know. The Rams, Donald got the ball right now. So it is what it is, man. But hey, you got any closing arguments, King David, before we shut this thing out?
And it's a 50-50 chance that Seattle or Rams gonna win. Somebody gonna win. No, it's joking. So, yeah, great show, man. We're coming down to the end of football, man. So I'm looking forward to the Super Bowl in a couple weeks. Who plays and to close it out, man. Then we're gonna have to get into something else, fans.
Yeah, we have to get into basketball. We have to get into boxing. We have to get into a little bit of everything else, man. But nothing like football. Nothing like NCAA football. And nothing like NFL, man. Football is passion. Football is life, man. So, but until man, next time, I hope y'all like, subscribe, share the channel, man. We greatly appreciate all y'all doing for us. And a few people that is live in the chat, I can see them here. Thank y'all for staying. Thank y'all for joining. And until next time, talk to y'all soon. King David, next time.